welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show all about amazing truths and big fat lies. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a man who has broadcasting in his blood, along with Synatogen, cod liver oil and Viagra. It's Sir Terry Wogan! And David Mitchell's writing partner, acting partner and friend, his confidant, his soulmate, his lover. It's Robert Webb! Joining Lee Mack this week, we have a 24-year-old who's one of the youngest comedians in England and one of the oldest men in Scotland. It's Kevin Bridges! And an actress whose credits include Torchwood, where she had to confront all manner of hideous creatures, and Not Going Out, where she had to confront Lee. It's Katie Wicks! So we start with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them, and to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've got no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the truth from the tosh. And Terry is first up, so Terry, would you reveal all, please?
I deliberately set fire to my colleague's script whilst they were live on air.
Lee?
Was this, did you say colleagues, as in, this happened a lot? Or the script belonging to one colleague?
I used to do it on a regular basis.
Listen, enough of your sex life, Terry.
You flatter me.
Is there footage of this if it was live?
It's sex life? I hope not.
No, there's no footage. It was in Ireland on Irish radio, and it was just a little prank of mine while my colleagues were reading the news or announcements, I would sneak in behind them and set fire to the script from the bottom.
So they would be holding these scripts in their hand?
As it disappeared in front of them.
And this is the news?
Often the news and sometimes a Beethoven concert. I was indiscriminate.
Did you use matches? Because you'd hear the sound, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course, but I struck the matches before I came into the studio. I'm a swift mover. Safety matches.
You can't move too swiftly with a match because it goes out.
Look, that's what your jacket is for. You keep it in there, sneak in, they don't see you, you smile. Go around the back.
How did your victims react, Terry?
I was the senior man, and I took no nonsense. If they didn't like it, too bad.
Hang on, Terry, sorry. What year was this?
Just after the Napoleonic Wars. No, it's about 21.
Would the listeners ever get wind of the blaze?
No, because there's no chance of any scent on the radio.
But what, all right, okay, all right.
So we think, what do we think?
I think it would be common knowledge.
Okay, Kevin thinks it's a lie.
Yeah, I agree. I think we'd already know about this.
Okay.
I think it's a lie.
We'll go for lie.
You're saying that it's a lie. Terry Wogan, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie? Yes, it's true. Terry did deliberately set fire to his colleague's script whilst they were live on air. At least they can laugh about it now. They can't move their hands, but they can laugh.
It was a prank.
Kevin, you're next.
I once found a suitcase and took it to the police station. When they opened it, it contained 34 bunches of bananas.
David.
Where did you find the suitcase?
At a train station.
Well, there are lots of...
Do you want a specific train station?
Well, no, I'm just sort of thinking that you're in a train station, you see a suitcase, you think, I must take that to the police. That's potentially a bad approach.
No, I was just lying, and I'd said to a couple of people, is that your suitcase? And it was in the climate of fear, and I started to think, well, maybe I should be a good citizen. So I took the suitcase over, and I headed straight to a British Transport Police guy, and told him what had happened.
So you moved the suitcase you thought might be a bomb?
Did you also give a good rattle?
It wasn't so much I thought it was a bomb, I just thought maybe somebody had left their suitcase.
Well, that wouldn't be in response to the climate of fear, though. That would have been a response to a climate of forgetfulness.
I panicked.
Who opened the suitcase to divulge all those bananas?
I came in and the British Transport police guy took it into his office. And then they scanned it with some, whatever they scan it with, some...
Those things...
Like a Waitrose.
How much are bananas?
At the heart of this is, why would anybody put 34 bunches of bananas into a suitcase?
That's exactly what the chief terror inspector said. He was baffled, that's why.
Did they ever find this guy?
I never kept up to date, I don't have a clue, I just left it.
You haven't kept in touch?
Well, he's here tonight.
I'm the king of the swingers.
What I doubt here is that if you've taken a piece of unattended luggage to the police, I don't think they're going to then immediately open it.
Oh, it was no longer unattended when I got to the police, because
No, but you're saying... But that's not going to reassure them, because you're saying, I've no idea whether or not this has got a bomb in it. So...
I never used those words. You don't use the word bomb in this situation. That just...
You do a mime.
I'm worried this might be...
He opened it when?
Right, we need a decision. Truth or lie?
Well, you think it's a lie?
I do, really.
I think so.
Well, we'll say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie. OK, Kevin, were you telling the truth?
It's a lie.
Yes, it was a very big lie. Kevin didn't take a suitcase containing 34 bunches of bananas to a police station. Next up, Robert Webb.
As a child, I had so many imaginary friends, we formed an imaginary gang.
Did the gang have a name?
Yes, the gang were called the Guy Buys.
The what? The Guy Buys?
They were called the Guy Buys.
How are you spelling that?
I never had course to spell it. Talking about, you know...
If you had to spell it now, how would you spell it?
G-Y hyphen by B-I-E-S.
How many were in the gang?
There was quite a few. There were 12.
The same number as apostles.
Well, it does occur to me that this was a harmless little messiah complex.
So did you appoint yourself head of the imaginary?
Yeah, I was basically Jesus.
Do you still keep in touch with the rest of the gang?
They were imaginary friends, so they sort of disappeared as soon as I stopped thinking about them.
Did you have names for the Guy Buys?
I think I borrowed names from people I knew at school and my brother. They were like Mark and Andrew and all the apostles. They were, and Chris.
Judas?
Chris isn't.
Chris, and obviously Judas Iscariot.
Did you have a favourite guy by?
Chris was good.
Did you have a rival gang, the guy by? Was there a feud or anything like that?
Well, there was always our main enemy was the Joker, which I think I borrowed from Batman.
What would he do, the Joker?
Oh, just, rob banks and stuff, and we would, we'd chase him on our bike.
It's like 13.
I mean, they were very good at getting on the back of the bike.
You were like a Red Cross display team, weren't you?
They were. I sort of imagine them sort of diagonally stacked.
Did you all sleep in one bed?
Oh, they weren't really... I mean,
Into it.
This is pretty... As much as I encourage the guy boys, no, they were very much a pre-sexual phenomenon.
Have we established yet why they were actually called the Guy Buys?
No, it's just a sort of sound that children make. Well, that this child made.
See, the thing is, Guy Buys sounds like baby talk. It might be like just some words that you formulated. But you also were aware of Marvel comic enemies at that age.
Batman wasn't a Marvel character.
Batman wasn't Marvel?
No, plus Marvel's Spider-Man, Captain America, the Hulk. Superman was Action Comics.
I hate him when he does that Stephen Fry thing, don't you? All that knowledge.
All that knowledge. An answer is what we need. So, go now.
Just a minute. Are you doing me again?
I'm flirting round the edges of you, Terry. If you're not careful, I'll set fire to you. Right. Right, what are you going to say then? What are you, truth or lie?
Sounds plausible. Young guy, read a few comics, read the Bible, merged the two in his head and formed the Guy Buys.
Wow. It's like having Inspector Frost in the studio with us. What about you, Katie? Which way are you leaning?
Well, I think he clearly has a wonderful imagination. That's clear. So I think, yes, it's true.
OK. I will say it's true.
You're going to say true? OK. Robert Webb, truth or lie?
It is a true thing.
Yes, it was all true. When Robert was a child, he did form an imaginary gang from his many imaginary friends. You know, it may seem odd, but loads of people have tons of imaginary friends. It's called being on Facebook. So at the end of that round, David's team have 3 points and Lee's team have 2. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Tony. Right, Kevin, we'll start with you. What is your relationship with Tony?
This is my mate, Tony. We were once questioned by the police for stealing a life-size cardboard cutout of Hugh Grant.
Katie, how do you know Tony?
This is Tony, and he freed me from a vending machine when I got my foot stuck in the push compartment.
Finally, Lee, how do you know Tony?
This is Tony, and until today, I had never met this man before, but the person that was supposed to be doing this tonight didn't turn up. So I grabbed the first person I saw outside the studio.
So there we have it. Kevin's partner in crime, Katie's snack machine saviour, or Lee's stand-in man. Right, David, off you go.
Well, Lee's one is quite difficult to cross-examine, isn't it? So essentially what Lee's saying is, here's Tony, he's a random bloke. Who was supposed to come, Lee?
Well, had it gone to plan today, I would have said, this is Graham, and he's my self-defence instructor, because I'm learning self-defence.
Right. What happened to Graham? Did he get beaten up?
The story I am told is that he hurt his arm this morning during a self-defence class, and then very late in the day, he got in the car to come here and had some turn because of the painkillers he was on and cancelled and said, I can't come.
Well, it's a sad old story.
Yeah. So what was Tony doing here before you found him?
He's a joiner, which is somebody that puts wood together.
Thank you.
I didn't want you thinking he was somebody that just randomly joined clubs.
He's just a very sociable guy.
Joiner, where are you going? I'm going to join a club.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Guy-wise, yeah, okay.
Where were you in the complex?
Well, I'm not sure how good this is for national television, but I'll tell you, David. I was just outside that door where some people go out for a cigarette. I think you're aware of that door, David.
I'm aware of the door.
I'm sorry if David's parents are watching to break the news like this. David occasionally does that.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking cigarettes either.
No. To me, it will always be the heroin door.
What sort of incentive did you offer this good man to come here and make a complete numpty of himself?
Well, answer the man, Rob.
The rejected chuckle brother has got the better of me again.
Okay, well, I mean, I must say, Lee's story is incredibly plausible.
It's incredibly tedious.
Yes, I mean, that's why it rings so true.
Kevin, your partner in crime, what did this man do with you?
I think crime's a strong word, Terry, from a man who has got arson in his past. We were questioned by the police, not charged out, just questioned for stealing a life-size cardboard cutout of Hugh Grant.
What were you going to do with Hugh Grant?
We'd went to Blockbuster Video and nothing really caught our eye. accept the life-size cardboard cutout of Hugh Grant.
What? Sorry, I didn't understand a word of that.
We went to Blockbuster Video, okay?
And nothing's quite all right, Harry.
Finally, he's talking normal.
Exactly.
It shows to every Scottish person if you just made a little bit of effort.
So we seen a life-size cut Hugh Grant on the way out. It was threatening to be a pretty dull evening until we seen this, and we thought we'll steal this and have a laugh on the way back home. And we were walking home, a police car pulled up and said, "Where are you going with Hugh Grant, lads?" The police guy could not see the funny side at all and decided to put him in the passenger seat, put us two in the back and drive. And drive us to the police station to be questioned.
We haven't touched on Katie yet.
No, we haven't.
And
Yes, you've been told about that, Terry. We told you quite clearly before we started.
Where was the vending machine?
It was at Cardiff Central train station.
What did the vending machine vend?
What is this thing you call love, human?
Does it vend? It vended the normal stuff, drinks, chocolate bars.
what were you doing with your foot in the vending machine?
Well, I put the money in.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get a drink, and I could see that it had come out a bit, but not properly.
Yeah.
And after trying to get it out with my hands, I tried my foot.
And it got stuck.
Yes.
But was it a little hole or a big slot?
It was like a tray thing.
And how did this fine man help you?
He was working at the train station,
Yeah.
and he's clocked it and came along and said, "Do you want a hand?"
And you said, "We must keep in touch. Can I have your email address?"
We didn't stay in touch, but I knew how to find him.
How did you
Because
find
he's
him?
still working at Cardiff Cardiff Central.
But what I don't understand, right? The
Go
thing's
on.
fallen down.
Yes.
And you're having difficulty getting it out with your hand. Now,
Correct.
hands are basically better than feet.
Yes.
Sort of thing. I wonder why you sort of think, if the hand can't do it, why is the foot going to develop the knack?
No, my logic was, I tried with the hands, and I thought sort of a kick, brute force,
Ah.
you know, might work instead. That was the logic.
Was it the sort of door? You know, because often the slot at the bottom has got a sort of door. hasn't
Yes,
it?
it had
I
a door.
offered slot and she called it a tray.
Yeah. It's not a tray, is it?
It's not a tray.
A tray would be removable.
This is like good cop, guy by cop.
How did he release the foot? What exactly did he do?
He had a key to open the front bit.
So you just went back and
Well, what do you think is the most plausible story then, Terry? Do you think it's...
I think, and once again, I may be putting my faith, as indeed I have throughout my life, in a woman.
So you believe Katie?
He looks Welsh.
I think Lee or Kevin. I'm having some
Guys, I
difficulty.
need some consensus.
I'm trouble picturing the foot lodged in the tray.
if you're saying you're going towards Lee, you have to then accept that he is having self-defense lessons.
Well, that's a good point.
Because if, you know...
Why are you getting self-defence lessons?
Well, because my wife decided to take self-defence lessons, and she asked me to come with her. We have private lessons, and he comes round to the house.
I wasn't expecting it. It was on the
I've thrown
NHS.
money at the problem.
What are you going to say then, chaps? Is Tony Kevin's Hugh Grant thief? Gosh, crikey, gosh. Katie's vending machine hero or Lee's last resort?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, dear.
I think maybe Kevin. Kevin. I think I'll go for Kevin.
And you think it's Katie? I don't know. So I'm going to say we think it's Katie.
OK. Tony, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Tony, and me and Kevin did steal a life-size Hugh Grant cutout.
Were there any charges?
No, it was a caution.
And you're proud of it, aren't you? I can see there's a real pride in your face. You feel you should have a Duke of Edinburgh award, don't you? Thank you very much, Tony. Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies. We will start with... it's David Mitchell.
When I was 12, I saved up all my pocket money and bought a rowing boat that I never used.
Right. How much was the boat?
I think it was about £120.
Oh. How much did you make pocket money a week?
Oh, £2,000, something like that. I can't remember, but I think it would be something like £1.
Whoa. You earned £1 a week, pocket money.
Yeah.
The boat was £120.
Yeah. You know, I had the occasional windfall.
Christmas.
What's the windfall?
Christmas and birthdays.
Christmas
What,
and
like
birthdays.
lottery?
Christmas and birthdays and the other festival only our family did.
Where were you planning to go in this boat?
I planned to sort of row around in it when on holiday.
And how did you propose to get it on holiday? You had your eye on a nice Ford Fiesta with a tow bar.
At that age, I would often holiday with my parents.
Who should I holiday with this year?
Yeah.
Parents, come
It
here.
seemed to go tremendously well before.
Parents, I've got a proposal for you.
And what stopped the plan?
The basically the boat was a bit too big.
A bit too big
For
for
what?
what? The sea? Every time I pushed it into the water, it kept hitting France. Can't get it into there. Try it sideways, Dick! Where did you keep it?
It was, I think, in our front garden.
You think?
Yeah.
Did you ever sit in the boat in the front garden? Pretending with a knotted hanky.
So, which way are you going to go with it? Truth or lie?
What do we think, Katie?
I sort of, yeah, I think it's true.
I'm going to go for a lie.
I would say that it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. OK. David, truth or lie?
It is true.
Yes, it's true. When David was 12, he did spend all his pocket money on a rowing boat that he never used. Interestingly, David is one of the few people to own a boat they can never use who hasn't been a contestant on Bullseye. Next. It's Lee.
After an incident with a permanent marker, I had to go to my son's parents' evening with a moustache and glasses drawn on my face.
David's team, do you believe that?
Okay. Who drew this on your face, or did you do it to yourself?
Yes. I did it to myself. I was on the way to my son's parents' evening and thinking, I haven't got a tie. Oh, I know, I'll pretend I'm somebody else instead.
What happened?
I was asleep one afternoon. My wife thought it would be funny if my son drew the thing on the face. So she said, go and get one of your felts, because the felts are, you know, the washable ones. He started drawing on my face. I woke up, I laughed a bit, I let him carry on, and then we looked at the pen, realised it was permanent marker. And when I went to wash it off, it came off a bit, but not enough. And we were late, so we just had to go.
Can't you try, I don't know, white spirit or something? Doesn't that work?
I could have tried a blowtorch as well.
I mean, silly bang.
What sort of moustache was it? Was it a sort of twirly one? Or just a sort of more Hitler type thing? Or...
Couldn't go into your son's school with a Hitler.
Well, you definitely couldn't, David. That would be wrong.
So, David, which way?
Well, I think you think it's a lie, and you think it's a lie. We're going to say it's
You're
a
going
lie.
to say it's a lie. OK, Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Yes, you. It's a lie. Lee didn't go to his son's parents' evening with a moustache and glasses drawn on his face. Next. Terry.
Every year, I signal the start of Christmas dinner by taking my seat opposite Mrs. Wogan and firing a pistol loaded with a blank or blank.
What do you think?
Well, I've always wanted to say this. It's like a dream come true. Is it the current Mrs. Wogan?
Yes, the poor soul.
You ever set fire to her?
in ways that I will not divulge.
OK, so then where'd you get this pistol from?
I have a gun license.
I didn't ask you that. You can answer whatever questions you like, Sir Terry.
And I wouldn't be afraid to use it. These are blanks. It's a simple tradition.
How did it start, the tradition?
Well, years ago. My father did it before me.
Why did he do it?
Until the accident.
No, things, you know, develop in families, little traditions. The fun starts in the Wogan household with a pistol shot. It's a bit frightening at first for the grandchildren, but they get over it. And they know that it's the beginning of the great festival, that Grandad has fired his pistol. Time to get the bird out.
Right, Lee.
Kevin, what do we think?
I think it's a lie.
Kevin's saying a lie.
Kevin's
Katie,
a lie.
what are you
Katie?
saying?
It just seems a very dangerous thing to do with your family around. I think it's a lie.
You say lie?
I say it's a
You
lie.
say it's a lie. Terry, is it true or is it a lie? Yes, it's a lie. Terry does not signal the start of Christmas dinner by firing a pistol loaded with a blank or blanks. Although Terry does have a strict Christmas dinner routine. He asks Mrs. Wogan if she wants stuffing, and then 2 hours later they enjoy a cold lunch. Well, that noise signals time's up, and it's the end of the show. And I can reveal that in an exciting finish, David's team have won by 6 points to 3. But of course, it's not just a team game, and my individual liar of the week this week is Sir Terry Wogan. Yes, Sir Terry Wogan, who's such an unscrupulous liar, he makes Eurovision voting look above board. Good night.
Terry's just set fire to the script. Rob Brydon is live at the Apollo tomorrow at 9:40. Ready for takeoff, Stephen Fry is your captain and enjoying his costume far too much. QI on BBC Two. And later, getting a life jacket's never been easier. Credit card at the ready for Come Fly With Me at 10:30.
To you, she's a daytime queen. It's Trisha Goddard. He's an American dream. It's Rich Hall. And their team captain, David Mitchell. And facing them tonight, he's Trim and Chisel. It's Ben Shepherd. He's Grim and Grizzled. It's Frankie Boyle. And their team captain, Lee Mack. But first, please go crazy, or at least slightly demented, in appreciation of your host, Angus Deaton.
Good evening and welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show where lying is not just tolerated but actively encouraged. There are occasions in life when we have to lie, whether we like it or not. After all, we're never going to be able to park that close to Tesco's unless we at least fake a limp. And there is a medical condition in which people can't help but lie. It's called being a Sun journalist. And according to psychologists, you can generally spot liars by the fact they use very few hand or arm gestures, which is why you should never trust any cast member of Riverdance. Which brings us to round one, Home Truths, in which our panellists tonight take it in turns to read out a statement about themselves, and the other side take it in turns to look intelligent and work out if it's true or not. As yet, the panellists don't know whether what's written on the card is a true statement or an outrageous lie, so speed of thought, or at least avoidance of wide-eyed panic, is preferable. Tricia is first into the fray, so Tricia, your confession, if you would.
I'm currently beating Jeremy Kyle 5-3 at Internet Scrabble.
Right. Lee, your thoughts? How did this come about?
On the internet.
How did you meet Jeremy Carr?
Not intentionally.
Did you meet him when you were out trying to round up guests for both your shows? Just firing tranquiliser darts into farm foods?
He was trying to avoid doing a lie detector show.
Would either of your audiences know what a lie detector was? Surely you're just hooking chavs up to toasters.
Tell us what you really think, Frankie. Don't hold back.
Actually, we get a lot of Scottish guests, Frankie.
Oh, I've noticed.
I'm expecting you to appear any day now.
The minute I start shagging my sister, I will do.
So, how did this come about then?
I have reason to believe I might have been set up.
Did he groom you first? Is that what
We share the same, or we did in the past. Jeremy Carr's show has some ex-staff working on there. So
you got set up?
No, yeah, I think it was a joke. Ha ha. They thought very funny.
I think it's unlikely that any men play internet Scrabble. Maybe someone who's seen all the pornography in the world. Otherwise, why would you bother?
I'm veering towards saying that she's not telling the truth. What do you think, Ben?
I think it's a lie.
I think it sounds like the plot of the most dull ever romantic comedy. Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan as two rival TV presenters.
Yes! God!
It must be a lie, mustn't it?
That's a lie.
OK, they're saying it's a lie, so let's have the truth, Tricia.
Well, you're going to kick yourselves because... lie.
It is a lie. Yes, there you are. It is a lie. Tricia is not currently beating Jeremy Carr 5-3 at Internet Scrabble. If she had that much time on her hands, she would be a member of her own audience. Of course, some people think of Jeremy Carr as just being a bully, but it's easy to forget that he's also a twat. Next up, it's Ben's turn to astound us. Ben, if you would.
I've been offered £2,000 by OK Magazine for pictures of my dog's birthday.
What's your dog called again?
John. My dog's named after my grandfather. As a kid, I grew up, my parents always had Jack Russells, but they were called Daisy and Feely, and I hated having to take them for walks. You know, walking your dogs as a teenager, and you've got to shout, Daisy, here, Daisy! And there's a nice-looking girl walking past with her dog. You look like a fool.
I'm not convinced you do look a fool. You're allowed to give dogs frivolous names. People don't expect Rover. What a stupid name. Should have called it Andrew.
Personally, I've always liked the idea of giving a dog
a human name.
Incredibly sensible, a crushingly sensible name. Have you given your dog a surname? Invented a sort of fake national insurance number for your dog.
Wait, listen, this birthday, it's birthday, is there a cake? Are there other dogs coming?
Well, no, because I think essentially the idea being that if I had a birthday party for the dog, then my family would be there and they would get sort of a family shoot as well.
Is there to be a cake?
Of course.
Made out of chum or something.
Yeah. But I think it's
huge, horrible, meaty cake.
They'll be
made out of the hooves of horses.
So, David, what do you reckon?
Do you know, it's one of those, like, it could be true or not, couldn't it? I can believe £2,000 is not a lot of money.
It's a fortune to Jack Russell's.
I don't think dogs are allowed legally to own money.
Aren't they?
No, there's a terrible fear that the Queen would leave the whole country to one of her corgis.
What do you think? I don't believe him.
I don't believe him, but it's so stupid it just could be true.
I think it's not true. We think it's a lie.
Say it's a lie. Ben, time to fess up.
Well, I'm afraid it's a lie.
It is a lie. Well deduced.
I totally believed you had a dog called John. Do you not even have a dog called John?
No, I don't.
Do you have a dog?
No.
Really?
No.
No one would make up a dog named like John.
Would you have a dog?
I don't know.
If you had a dog, would you give it a very normal doggy name, or would you give it something more individual?
I don't know. I haven't. I've made a decision early on in my life. Don't think of dog names before you have a dog. Don't get distracted when you're supposed to be doing your tax. I'll tell you what I could usefully do instead. Think of a name for my first 7 dogs.
Yes, it is a lie. Ben has not been offered £2,000 by OK Magazine for pictures of his dog's birthday. Perhaps the most famous celebrity dog in the world is Tinkerbell, belonging to Paris Hilton. And I'm sure if she could only speak, what incredible stories of showbiz decadence Paris Hilton could tell. Frankie, your revelation.
I have rated 98% on a psychopath test.
I don't think this even needs to be
No,
discussed.
we don't need to.
What is a psychopath test, just out of interest?
Don't answer him, just stab him.
That's kind of
Is it, do you have to qualify to be a psychopath? Is it that kind of... It's the entrance exam?
No, it's just a thing I drifted onto on the internet.
Can you recall any of the questions that were asked?
I remember one about what would I do if I saw a man drowning
And
in
what
a
did
canal.
you say?
I just thought...
Who would administer such a test?
There's a website of various, tests you can...
testing.
Yeah, psychometric test things that you can...
So it was 98%, meaning that 2% of you is actually
Human.
indecent.
I think to get 100% you'd have had to fill the test in blood.
Which is very difficult online.
Did it change?
I think you were trying to get 100%.
Yeah, and you
Which is
failed.
actually, we've all been thinking for a long time that all this nastiness, Frankie, is just a defence mechanism, isn't it?
You think I want to reach out?
No, I'm not saying... I certainly back off if you did. But I couldn't believe that you filled in the test and got the 98%.
Yeah,
And you're saying...
So we say true.
OK, tell us, is it gospel truth or a
It is, in
confounded lie?
fact, true.
It is absolutely true. Yes, it's true. Frankie has rated 98% on a psychopath test, putting him just ahead of Hitler, Pol Pot and Ceausescu, and just behind Simon Cowell. And so to our second round, which is known as the Ring of Truth, until such time as we think of something better. Some tidbits of celebrity trivia for our panellists. All they have to do is decide whether it's nothing but the truth or nothing like the truth. Lee's team are up first with a question cunningly linked to this BBC News item.
The manager's a Swede, now the players are melons.
Amrat's a football-mad engineer, but he's also an artist, and he does a mean portrait using the medium of melons. Amazingly, Amrat's only been carving melons since January, but he's already got a cracking portfolio of melons for all occasions.
He's a hero of England, isn't he? That's why I put Beckham on the melon.
And with any bits of melon left over, just put them in the smoothie maker and blend it like Beckham.
So the related fact for Lee's team is this. David Beckham recites the alphabet backwards before every match.
It is doubtful that he'd be able to do that. He can't find his mouth in that picture, can he?
David Beckham couldn't recite the alphabet forwards before every match. If you asked him to recite the alphabet backwards, he'd turn round and recite the alphabet.
When you say backwards, are we talking Z, Y, X backwards, or are we talking...
As opposed
I think this is... I can't believe this is obviously confusion with the... I know that is a true story, is that Posh Spice actually regurgitates alphabetti spaghetti before she goes on stage. You know what I mean? And then whatever comes out, they use for the lyrics for the song.
So your decision on this one, is it truth or a lie?
I think it's probably true.
I don't think it's true, but you think it's true, do you? What do you think, Ben?
OK, I'm going to go with a lie then, but I think it's true.
Spoken like the true middle-of-the-road GMTV presenter. I'm going to go with my team and say it's true.
They're saying it's true, and I can tell you it is a lie. Sadly, David Beckham does not recite the alphabet backwards before every match, although he did begin to recite the alphabet forwards once, which is why we didn't see him play for a year and a half. So, to David's team, who have this to ponder.
And your name is?
Simon Curtis.
Your occupation?
Administrator.
And your chosen subject?
Is the films of Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. In 2 minutes. Which Jim Carrey film is his character's love interest dragged into a car by a father saying, "Fiji, we're moving to Fiji"?
Oh, pass.
The Grinch lives on which mountain overlooking the town of Whoville with only his dog Max for company, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Pass.
In Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, what's the name of the mental hospital at which Ace gets himself admitted in a search for clues for Snowflake, the missing mascot of the Miami Dolphins?
Don't know, pass.
In Finding Dick and Jane, to which position is Dick promoted in Globodyne, the company which is a direct parody of Enron?
CEO.
Vice President of Communication. For which 1996 film did Jim Carrey sign a $20 million contract, which was a record amount for a comedy actor at the time?
The Cable Guy.
Correct. What does Stanley Ipkiss transform into after being a matador in the scene in the Coco Bongo Club when he's shot at while wearing the mask? The film Simon Birch was adapted from the first chapter of which novel by John Irving?
Don't know. Pass.
And I'll tell you, it's A Prayer for Owen Meany. 8 passes. Simon Curtis, only 1 point.
Instead of going, you had 8 passes in one... You should have got off. You've wasted our time here.
The best bit was when he did the general knowledge round and he actually got them all right, apart from that one bloody Jim Carrey.
So here is the related Jim Carrey fact for David's team. While filming Me, Myself and Irene, Jim Carrey missed his dog so much he bought him a 3-bedroom house near the set.
I feel sorry for the guy who lives next door, who's scrimped and saved all his life to buy a nice house. I wonder what the neighbours are like. Oh, it's a Dalmatian.
You see, those aren't the words of a psychopath. Care for that person who's scrimped and saved.
David, your answer.
I think it's so weird it could be
Well, it
true.
could, but the thing is, that's the trouble with these film stars. He could have done weirder things than that, but that doesn't mean it's exactly what someone would make up, as well as exactly the sort of thing he'd do.
I'm willing to say, though, that he probably did buy a 3-bedroom house.
I'm saying that he probably did.
Well, I'm very happy to go with
Will you kill
the
us
team
if it's
decision.
wrong?
I won't kill you.
Oh, no, it's him. He's the killer.
I haven't killed anyone for years.
So you're saying it is true?
True.
Okay, and I can tell you that it is absolutely true. Yes. Jim Carrey did buy his dog a 3-bedroom house near the set of his film Me, Myself and Irene. The dog is now looking to sell up, so he's painting the walls a neutral colour, baking fresh bread and has stopped shitting on the floor. So at the end of that round, a quick check on the score shows that it's David's team who are stepping on the gas, cruising into a lead of 3-2. Our next round goes by the half-baked title of This Is My. Each of David's team will boast a special link to tonight's mystery guest, but only one of them will be telling the truth. Can Lee's team tell the genuine from the fraudulent? Well, there's one sure way to find out, or we could play the game. So please welcome this week's special guest person, Gareth. So, Tricia, what's Gareth to you?
This is Gareth, and he came on my show to cure his fear of Scotch eggs.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Rich, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Gareth?
This is Gareth, and he pimped my ride and turned my car into the ultimate fishing mobile.
And finally, David, what's your relationship with Gareth?
This is Gareth, and he freed me from a roller coaster when the car got stuck.
Oh, please let that one be true. Please.
So there you are. Tricia's phobic guest, a car pimper, according to Rich, or a theme park rescuer, if we believe David. Lee's team, where do you want to start?
Oh, definitely Tricia. I've seen your show. You don't have people that come on because they're scared. You might have come on because he had sex with a Scotch egg. Scared of a Scotch egg?
He had a bad experience.
How does the fear manifest itself?
He used to sort of get panicky and scared when he saw a Scotch egg.
Surely it's really easy to avoid Scotch eggs. It's a tiny section of the supermarket that you could easily walk round. Oh, I need to get some Baileys for Christmas. Oh, an egg!
What if he loves pork pies?
Yeah.
Name a supermarket where the pork pies aren't right next to the Scotch eggs.
And what was your show called, that particular one?
It was called Fiancé, Your Fear of Scotch Eggs Will Ruin Our Wedding Buffet.
That's insensitive. To deliberately order the pyramid of Scotch eggs. No. Your future husband's terrified of them.
If I could steer you towards one of the other.
Oh, yeah.
So, what about the roller coaster? Which roller coaster, David, was it?
It was the runaway mine train. The idea was that a historical train by which mines were accessed had run away with itself, and that would be scary.
Where was it?
It was Alton Towers.
Alton Towers.
And so how did you get stuck?
Well, the train ceased to run away. but it goes through lots of tunnels, and in one of the tunnels, it suddenly stopped in the dark.
Right.
And they said over the, there was a speaker, and they said, stay where you are, we'll be sending someone, and it was Gareth.
I'm honestly struggling with the idea that you went for a day out to Alton Towers. Were you presenting a documentary for BBC 4 about the horror of modern life?
He thought it was a National Trust home, didn't he?
There's absolutely no muskets on display here.
Well, David's not been on a ride and got stuck, has he?
No, David's never been on a ride.
I was on a stag do. That's where people like me have to do things that they wouldn't otherwise remotely want to do.
What about Rich's car, Pimper?
Rich, your car was turned into a fishing mobile.
What is the car? What was it? What mate?
It's not a car, actually. It's a small pickup truck.
So how did it turn into a fishing mobile?
Well, basically, there's just two big all-weather bucket seats in the back that you can sit on and fish without, and swivel. It has a rack for fishing rods, and the glove box folds out, and you can tie flies on the glove box.
It sounds like he's doing drive-by fishing.
There we go. Have to get out of your truck.
So he's not done much pimping, has he? All he's done is took a better pickup truck, stuck some fishing rods in and a bucket. Pimp my ride, it's stick a bucket in my car, is what it should be called.
Am I right in saying that the phrase pimp my ride means modify my car?
Yeah.
You can either go for the Scotch egg fairing guest on Trisha's show, Rich's personal car customiser, or David's roller coaster saviour.
Well, look, right, Tricia's thing is just madness, right? If David had to go on a stag party, he'd insist that it all got changed and they went to Venice.
The only thing that makes me think David might be telling the truth is that Gareth fella there has got the look in his eyes of a man who has at some point in his life spinned a waltzer and tried to chat up a 14-year-old girl.
I don't think it can be Scotch egg boy because he wouldn't want to come on national television again to reveal he was scared of Scotch egg.
So Lee, please, a decision.
I don't know why, but I think it's Trisha's telling the truth.
No.
I do, honestly. Wow. What do you think, Ben? What are you going for?
I think it's David, but
I think it's Rich.
And I think it's Trisha.
So, simple decision.
I'm going to go for Trisha.
Lee is saying it's Trisha. Gareth, perhaps you'd like to reveal who you really are.
I went on Trisha to cure my fear of Scotch eggs.
Absolutely brilliant.
So are you cured now, Gareth?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
And the wedding's going ahead?
It is, yeah.
Congratulations and thanks very much,
Right.
Gareth.
Thank you.
Well done. Many thanks then to Gareth. So Trisha's show did cure Gareth of his fear of Scotch eggs. Scotch eggs were created by a Scottish cardiologist looking for the perfect high-fat snack to fit between heart attacks. While Trisha was working hard on the Scotch egg phobia, Jeremy Kyle reintroduced a mother and daughter after 30 years, solved a murder and interviewed Jesus. So at the end of that round, it's, both sides are still locked together, sharing as they do 3 points. And so to our final quickfire round, featuring more insights into our celebrities' strange worlds, this time against the clock. And remember, the panellists have no idea what's on the card, familiar truth or unexpected whopper. And just to confuse the issue even more, there'll also be a few possessions thrown in, which our panellists will attempt to convince you are their own. Well, neither team is in the lead, so both need the points starting now. David.
Possession.
Yes, if you'd like to look at the box beneath you.
This is the lock of Steve Davis's hair, which I bought on eBay.
True. Absolutely true. You can move on now, Angus. That is so true.
Right.
Why did you buy it, David?
I'm a fan of snooker and I was a bit drunk. And the confluence of those two influences.
Are you a massive fan of Steve Davis, then?
Well, he's very good at snooker.
How many times did he win the World Championship?
6.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Don't outbluff me. Neither of us know.
Yeah. He won it 6 times. Hendry won it 7 times.
Oh, now that could be true.
Can we have a closer look at it?
Run over then. Come on, trot along.
There we are.
He'll nick the piece of hair. You watch. He'll nick it.
Right, if you really love Steve Davis, this would really worry you. Does that worry you, David? Whoa! what? Is that worrying you? Does he look worried?
He did look slightly concerned. Yeah. Who would make a thing like this? It must be true.
But he did look quite panicky when I threw that up and down. So I would say, what do you think, Ben?
I think it's true.
Let's go for true.
I'm going to go for overrule you, if that's okay, and say it's not true, it's a lie.
OK, they're saying it's a lie. David, the truth, please.
It is, of course, a lie.
It's a lie. Yep, it's a lie. That is not a lock of Steve Davis's hair bought on eBay. An interesting fact about Steve Davis is an impossible sentence to finish. Next, Frankie.
I have written and published a book of love poems.
What's it called? Strangled Puppies?
It's actually untitled.
Untitled.
very cool.
Oh, yeah, right. Go on, say one then. Say a poem.
I have a policy of never reciting.
Come on!
Poetry. It's to do with, the whole thing is it's about the written word, not the spoken word. You'd have to see them, but they are things that are only designed to be seen written.
Would you be able to give us some of the titles of the individual poems, or would that also...
They are untitled. It's
Sorry,
called
it's an
Untitled.
untitled collections of untitled poems.
When did you publish this? What year?
The year was untitled as well.
2001.
Why?
Why? Why does anyone write poetry? Some of us have love that we want to express.
So, Frank, who would your influences be as a poet?
Lots of different female poets.
What would the name of one of these female poets be? An influential one.
Yeah, and when did she live? What style of poetry did you use?
I used an aggressive haiku form.
Nice work.
Either it's the most exceptional double bluff, or it's a lie he literally didn't have the energy to go through with.
All right. Frankie, tell us the truth.
It's in fact...
It is a lie. Yes, it's a lie. Frankie has not written or published a book of love poems. He was going to, but when he came to writing it, he remembered he hated everything. Next, Lee. Possession. Right, if you'd like to look in your box.
This is the coconut that nearly killed me.
Is this believable?
Where were you?
Under a coconut tree, what do you think?
In which country?
The coconut country of...
Coconutia.
I was actually in Thailand. I was in Thailand on holiday. I was stood underneath the coconut tree, and, well, the coconut fell off the tree, barely missing me.
And you brought it home?
Yeah.
I'm suspicious because you're not allowed to bring fruit and vegetables from foreign countries into...
Well, you've made the classic mistake, haven't you, Tricia? Because a coconut isn't a fruit or a vegetable. It is, in fact, a seed.
It almost hit you.
It almost hit, yeah, it like went past my face, hit my shoulder, bounced off on the floor.
Why did you decide to keep it?
Yeah.
Because I thought it'd make a nice anecdote. Clearly I was wrong.
The moment of shoulder pain.
Yes.
The moment when your shoulder has been bruised, possibly shattered by the coconut.
Yes.
You think, I must keep that for anecdotal reasons. I don't want to be rude, but this is a coconut. It fell off a tree, hit me on the shoulder, but obviously if it had hit me on the head in the right place, I might have died. It's not as interesting a story as perhaps you think. I might actually elicit the response, if only it had.
I will throw this coconut at your head now, right? And I will. No, hang on, I will. I will, David.
No,
Stop talking then. Stop
it.
talking. I will throw this coconut on your head and hit you on the shoulder really hard.
No,
and
thanks.
I guarantee, be quite interesting now. Don't push me, David. Do not push me.
No one is insured for that to happen. I don't think it's true, but I'm willing to be overruled.
I'm doubtful that if it did happen, that would be the actual coconut.
I don't believe it.
I think lie.
So, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
It is a lie. Yes, this is not a coconut that nearly killed Lee. Every year, worldwide, some 3,000 people are killed by falling coconuts. Now, if you times that figure by 10, that's 30,000 people every year, which works out at nearly 500,000 people every 12 months. Spread that out over a year, that's 4.2 billion people killed by coconuts every month. A frightening statistic. Next. Which upsetting alarm means at the end of the show, it's David's team who have exceeded all expectations, having triumphed over Lee's team 7-5.
Okay.
We leave you with a reminder that, according to George Eliot, falsehood is easy, truth so difficult. But then again, what right has a woman who pretended to be a bloke just to flog a few poxy books got to tell us what's right and what's wrong? Good night.
And welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show with dedication to fabrication. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, a TV chef who co-wrote the Hairy Dieter's book. I bought it last week and I've already lost £9. Well, £8.99 to be precise. It's the hairy biker, Dave Myers. And a woman whose working day starts at 3 a.m. So put your hands together very quietly so you don't wake her up. It's Susanna Reid. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a man who is one of the few comedy geniuses who can do the vital but thankless task of hosting a comedy panel show. Jimmy Carr. And a comedian and actor with a line in saving nature and restoring homes. But tonight we'll be after a little less conservation and a little more action. It's Griff Rhys-Jones. So we begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Jimmy Carr is first up.
As a baby, I was regularly fed coffee in my bottle.
Lee Mack's team, what do you make of that?
From birth?
I thought you were going to say from your mother's breast. You were given coffee in the milk.
You've got one milky coffee from about the age of 3.
This is not hot coffee, obviously.
Yeah, no, it would have been
quite warm.
Warm, milky coffee.
And when you got older, did you ever say to your parents, "Why did this happen?"
Yeah.
My children like coffee. Nowadays, you can have what they call a kiddie-chino. A baby chino, baby chino. I got it wrong, kiddie chino.
Actually, a kiddie chino is just a very small pair of trousers. You probably do use them.
If they were putting coffee in your milk...
No, they weren't putting coffee in my milk. I was having coffee. Slightly milky coffee.
Okay.
Well, that is the same as putting coffee in milk.
There's a distinction between putting coffee in milk and putting milk in coffee.
Well, what is the distinction?
Well, it's like the distinction between having a glass of water and going swimming. In the one case, you're putting water in yourself, and in the other case, you're putting yourself in water.
Did they give you other sort of more adult foodstuffs at a very young age?
I think I was allowed a modicum of booze as a child.
Oh, were you? At what age were you allowed booze?
Like as a baby.
That was to offset the coffee buzz.
Yeah.
Lee, what were you given as a child?
Evo stick.
That's glue.
Yeah, but that was to stop me getting out the cop.
David, as a small child, what were they bringing you in your quarters?
Just a port and a cigar.
the words out of my self-parodic mouth. No, the blood of a pheasant.
Did you say pheasant or peasant?
Lee, what are you thinking? Is there any truth in this? Which way are you leaning?
I don't know. What do you think,
I
guys?
think we're skirting on the edge of giving out really bad childcare advice.
That is true, but I can't help thinking that any parent that's looking at Jimmy and thinking, I want to raise a child like that anyway, is a dodgy parent in the first place. You know what I mean?
I think it's nonsense.
I think it's nonsense.
Nonsense, OK.
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Well, we'll say it's a lie then.
Pretty conclusively,
Yeah.
it's a lie. Jimmy Carr, were you telling us the truth then, or were you telling a lie?
I can tell you, it is absolutely true.
Wow. Yes, it's true. As a baby, Jimmy was regularly fed coffee in his bottle. Dave, you're next.
I once spent an entire Christmas locked in a bank.
David Steen.
OK, by an entire Christmas, what are we talking? All 12 days, I'm assuming.
No, from Christmas Eve until about 7 o'clock on Boxing Night.
On Boxing Night?
Yes.
When the bank opened for the usual Boxing Day evening. Yes,
No, somebody came to let me out.
Which bank?
It was a merchant bank. I was working as a security guard, and I'd elected, due to personal trauma, that I'd spend my Christmas working overtime guarding Hill Samuel in Victoria.
And then they forgot about you.
No, because there was a rush on at Christmas. I never got relieved on Christmas morning.
Oh, we all look forward to that.
There, Rob,
I mean, it's in the Bryden household, I have to say, it's my one Christmas treat.
It was the Christmas after John Lennon got assassinated.
And you had to go into hiding?
No.
I don't ever remember you being implicated in this.
But you see, I was living with a girl in Streatham.
Yeah, Yoko.
And we split up because she was seeing somebody else.
John Lennon.
So I needed to get a job.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wanted to be a bit of a martyr. So I said I'd work the Christmas shift as a security guard.
Like many of the great martyrs through history.
Dave, answer me this.
Yes, certainly, Griff.
You went through a period where you were so lonely and down that you didn't have any family of any kind whatsoever who was saying, come home for Christmas and come and, you know...
No, but
Christmas.
they laughed themselves silly when I phoned them up on Christmas Day and told them where I was.
How did you do that?
There was a phone in the bank.
What sort of bank is this? With a phone in it? Honestly, I've tried to phone a bank over and over again.
So there's a phone in the bank?
Yes.
Why did you only use it to phone your family and not to phone someone who could have released you from the bank?
I kept phoning. It was a firm in Croydon that had employed me. And I kept phoning them, and they said they had nobody in to hold on. So I held on right through, like, 4 shifts.
And you accepted that?
I had no temperature. I was locked in the bank.
So
I couldn't get out. When you're a guard in a bank, they lock you in.
They don't lock you in, surely.
Well,
In the bank?
Well, they wouldn't give me the keys. I was only 22.
So that's how a merchant bank ensures its security over Christmas. It locks a 22-year-old in there. No, it's all right. If anyone breaks in, the 22-year-old will handle it.
No, but I had a phone. You see, I could have
What were you
phoned for the
supposed to
police.
do if the burglars all come in? You ring Croydon, they say, we'll have someone there in the next 36 hours.
Well, how did you actually celebrate Christmas? I mean, what did you do to mark it?
I did. Before I went to work, I did take myself a small cape on. I stuffed it, little sausages and everything, and I put it by me, you know, away. And I looked forward to it. And when I got back on Boxing Night, the cat had me cape on because I forgot to put it away.
Cat was wearing your cape?
A cape on, it's like a type of chicken.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't even have a Christmas dinner.
The cat wasn't wearing the apron.
He said...
Oh, the cat's there taking over doing a fry and going, well, he's got to look after himself.
No. He clearly said...
Like a big chicken.
No, he clearly said, I came back and the cat had me cape on. So, David, what are you thinking?
There is only one person who can answer this question here in this room. So we're going to have to turn to you, Jimmy. I wouldn't have thought there were many merchant banks in Victoria.
I don't really know much about banks in Victoria. If it was in Jersey, I'm your man.
But is it the truth?
I think true.
Do you?
I like
that
the detail, the cat, the capon. I love the
Yeah.
story. I'd like to buy the rights.
We think it's true.
True. We
You
think
all
it's true.
think it's true?
True,
Okay.
absolutely true.
Dave, truth or lie?
Sadly, it's true.
Yes, it's true. Dave once spent an entire Christmas locked in a bank. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. Now, this week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So, please welcome this week's special guest, Ray. So, let's start with Susanna. How do you know Ray?
This is Ray. I stole his title for downing a pint faster than anyone else on the BBC Breakfast team.
Dave, what is Ray to you?
This is Ray, and as teenagers, we spent 2 weeks building a 35-foot-long airship in his back garden for it only to be popped by his pet cat.
What about you, Lee? What's your relationship with Ray?
This is Ray. He taught me to drive in a hearse.
So there we are. Susanna's pint-drinking opponent, Dave's airship-building buddy, or Lee's hearse driving instructor. David's team, who do you want to start with?
How quickly can you drink a pint?
I can drink a pint in 6 seconds.
6 seconds?
Yes.
How quick was Ray?
7 seconds.
Thank God you said a number bigger.
And how long had Ray held the record?
3 years.
And how much less a man do you think he felt?
It was a tough phone call because I had to call him to tell him that his record had gone.
So you just did this at home, did you? I've had another one, Ray.
Sorry.
Really getting through it
No,
tonight.
Ray-
If you're drunk, why'd you turn northern, Jimmy?
Because of the alcohol.
All right. When I'm trying to fiddle the government, I always put on Jimmy's voice.
We all do different things. We all do different voices.
Susanna, can you just fill me in? What was his role in the breakfast team then?
Ray was a floor manager of Breakfast in Television Centre. I mean, Ray is famous for having the record of 7 seconds for downing a pint. But that was when we were at Television Centre in London. And then, of course, the Breakfast team moved to Salford.
Right.
And Ray didn't come with us.
I see. So the breakfast team start downing pints when?
I've seen the show. I think they start before they film. I'm confident.
What's the context for this pint drinking? Is it an annual...
It is the annual Christmas party.
What is your pint drinking technique?
You have the pint.
And you drink it. Quickly.
I tap it once,
Yeah?
and I do it in 4 glugs.
4 glugs?
Yes.
That you can't do a pint in 4 glugs. How big are your glugs? I'd like to know about the phone call. Did you want to call him straight away? Did you wait till the next day?
It was the next day.
Did you have to ring him? Because he's already, lost his job. The place he works is closed. And so going on top of that, you may think you're remembered fondly as the fastest beer drinker here. Well, no, not even that. You've been beaten in that by one of the female presenters of the show.
He didn't care. He got a new job teaching people to drive in hearses.
Let's move on to that. So he taught you to drive. Why in a hearse?
Because that's the vehicle he owned, because he was a funeral director.
So what does the sign on his shop say?
Closed when he's teaching me.
Why did he teach you to drive if he was a funeral director?
Because he was a friend who was a funeral director. He just so happened to own a hearse.
Where did this all take place?
In the hearse.
No, I
Sometimes said, can I have a lie down in the back if I was tired?
Where does he come from?
Southport.
Southport, the streets of Southport.
Yes. How do you know I'm from Southport?
I told you.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because we've been doing this programme for 1,000 years.
Right, so you're in Southport.
Is that you, David?
I know everything about you, including the fact that you did not learn to drive in a hearse. Nevertheless, we have to go through this.
What age did you get your driving licence?
About 22.
Wow.
22?
Why, what?
About 22.
Well, I was a
did you
late
wait?
developer.
I don't
didn't get
think he
my first
was-
girlfriend until 46. And I'm only 44. Give me a call in a couple of years.
Actually, I'd like to ask you something. What the name of this funeral director?
What, Ray's funeral directors?
Ray's funeral directors.
No, that's not my answer. I said, what? Ray's funeral directors?
Yeah, and what was Ray's funeral directors called?
I'll tell you now. I'll tell you what Ray's funeral directors was called.
Yeah?
Jones's funeral director.
Jones, how does he do it? How does he come up with it so fast?
When he took you out for these driving lessons, did it ever happen that you had, how shall I put it, a passenger in the back?
No, but he did teach me once with a coffin in the back that didn't contain a body. It didn't contain anything. Before you go, what was in there?
Did he?
The cardo have got a bit more protected over their fruit and veg.
Should we move on to the airship?
Yes, this is Dave.
So you built an airship. I mean, this seems entirely plausible to me. You built an airship in your back garden.
No, in Ray's back garden. We had a mutual love of dirigibles.
And how old were you when you did this?
16.
What did you build your airship out of?
It was mainly air.
No, it was plastic sheeting, but it was sculpted so it did form the shape of an airship.
How can you sculpt sheeting?
Because the way you cut it and you put it together, when it's blown up, it will assume that shape.
And was there anything underneath it?
There was meant to be, but it never got that far, really. When the cat jumped on it, it was kind of put
With
it
his
out of
cape
commission.
billowing in the wind.
It was a different cat.
You have terrible trouble with cats. How did you inflate it?
With a vacuum cleaner put on blow.
So you blew it up with a
Do they have
vacuum
blow function? I don't know.
Do you do the vacuuming very often?
God, no.
I don't know. I'd have to ask my people, but I imagine someone does.
This is terrible to see 3 grown men who've never picked up a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, I have picked
Oh, I picked one up, yeah, but not for vacuuming.
Yeah.
So the idea was you actually get the shape formed, and then you heat the air that you put in, and hopefully it would have flown.
How do you heat the air once it's already in there?
Crafting a gondola with 2 camping stoves on.
Okay.
It wasn't to carry people.
You said crafting a gondola.
Yeah, 'cause
now,
we never
I know
got
what
that far
all 3 of
because-
those words mean. I can't get a concept out of them.
In airship terminology, in dirigibles, it is a gondola that's suspended underneath the bag of gas.
Oh, you know what? That fact alone,
Have
true.
we changed channels?
Where were you going to go?
Venice.
Just
I was thinking next time I get locked in a bank, I want an escape plan.
You see, I've been on an inflatables course where
Yeah, been on it.
Hang on. What is an inflatables course?
It's for people that keep letting down their girlfriend.
It was just learning how to make things out of plastic and blowing up. It was kind of a sculptural thing.
Now, let's go back to this cat. Did he jump from a tree or a wall?
Backyard wall.
Backyard wall.
Yeah.
So the cat saw this huge inflated thing and thought, I'm
Bloody
going
hell, I
to jump
love
on
that.
it.
Yeah. No, it just jumped on the top, and we were in it at the time.
You were in it? Why had you gone inside?
To work out where to put the heat shield.
Honestly, that's true. That's not be any more true.
To work out where to put the heat shield. True.
Right, chaps, we need an answer. So, David's team. Is Ray Dave's airship building buddy, Susanna's pint drinking opponent, or Lee's hearse driving instructor?
Let's go through. Okay, so the her story, nonsense. I could imagine BBC Breakfast having a drinking competition.
So can I.
I'd remind you of the phrase, we were in there to see where to put the heat shield.
Let's not forget the phrase, Jones's funeral director.
I think he's a mate of Dave's.
I think he looks so much like a mate of Dave's. If we stood them face to face, it would look like a vase.
So you are saying, therefore...
Airship!
Airship, right.
Airship.
OK. Ray, please reveal your true identity.
I'm Ray, and I built an airship with Dave.
Thank you very much indeed, Ray. Which brings us to our final round, quick-fire lies, in which our panellists lie not only to their teeth, but against the clock. And we start with... It's Susanna. Off you go.
My dad used to keep a coconut in the car because holding it was the only thing that would cure my travel sickness.
David's team.
Where did the coconut come from?
We used to go on this very long journey to Devon.
Yeah.
So that's where we used to go on holiday. One year, when the fair came to the village where we were staying, we won a coconut, and because I was sitting with it in the car on the way home, because I was so fond of it, it was the one journey where I didn't get sick.
And you hadn't opened the coconut, you hadn't given in to
No.
the temptation, which most of us, when we get a coconut, really the thrill is the smashing open with the hammer of the coconut.
I disagree.
Oh.
It's the drilling and the sucking the milk out with the straw.
Some of us like to drill and suck, some of us like to smash.
This is what it says on robsmatch.com website.
So, talk us through the benefits. I mean, what was it about holding the hairy little fella that...
You got excited then, didn't you?
That's brought you such comfort.
I think it must have just been the texture of it, and also the sheer distraction.
This could be the best night of your life, David.
It would help me to visualise if you could put your head in her lap. Can we do that? Can you just... You pop your head, just so we can get a feel. You could just...
Well, do you know what? He didn't take much persuading, did he?
So how would that look? Is this something we could believe in? Yeah, just slightly higher so we can see.
I'll tell you what, I'm glad he faced that way. Could have been awkward, couldn't it?
You don't look as delighted with the coconut as I was expecting.
Can I just say, with my slightly spiky hair, I probably am slightly more coconut-esque. Just saying.
Too late, the coconut's been cast.
So, David. David, what are you thinking?
What do you think, Griff?
I don't believe the old hairy coconut story.
I think definitely true. So I'm saying true, Griff's saying not true.
I
So
don't know,
whoever your favourite is, just go with that.
It's like I'm, you know, a nasty dad with two children of very different ages. My instinct is it's true.
You think it's true? OK, Susanna, they say it's true. Were you telling the truth? Or were you, in fact, telling a lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Susanna's dad didn't used to keep a coconut in the car to cure her travel sickness. Next. It's Griff.
I pretended to Princess Margaret that I was deaf.
You pretended to Princess Margaret that you were deaf?
Yeah.
Why did you pretend you were deaf?
Because I needed I needed to explain that I didn't understand what she was saying.
What did she say?
She said, "What are you going to say?"
And how did you find out that's what she'd said?
Because I pretended to be deaf.
She
She then said it loudly and clearly.
What?
So did you have someone signing to you then?
What? She came up to me, and if you remember, she spoke in a sort of very Princess Margaret sort of voice, and so she said, we met and we were introduced, and she said, oh, yeah.
And you said?
And I said, I beg your pardon, ma'am. And she said, and I said, yes. And she said, what do you mean, yes? And I said, I'm terribly sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said then, ma'am. I am a little deaf.
And she said,
what are you going to say?
And what were you going to say?
What?
What was the answer to the question? What were you going to say? What is the answer to that question?
I haven't thought it through yet.
You talking to me now or to Princess Margaret?
Princess Margaret.
So you said the answer should have been, I haven't thought it through yet.
Yeah.
But what did you end up saying?
That's what I said to her. I haven't quite thought it through
No,
yet.
but what? The answer, no.
Yeah.
I'm asking, she said, what are you going to say?
Yes.
He said, I haven't thought it through yet.
Yes.
And what I want to know is, what were you going to say in the thing that you were supposed to say?
Oh, I was going to make a speech.
And what were you going to say?
He hadn't thought it through.
What did you say?
Something about art.
Pardon?
Art.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
No, I said I had to make.
Oh, that's better. You can hear better with your glasses on, can't you?
Yeah, I can see you because I can see your lips moving now. And probably I might be able to read them.
Okay.
It was a competition. It was
Competition?
an art competition.
Were you in it?
And I was giving prizes.
Oh, you were
to the
giving
people.
prizes?
Yeah, and she'd been invited along as the, a royal member of royalty. And so I met her, and I couldn't understand a word she was saying, so I had to lie.
And pretend you were
and
deaf.
it all went horribly wrong.
Lee, what are you going to say? Is that true, do you think?
What do you think, Susanna?
I think it's true.
Think it's true?
I think it's true. You can't stand there going, hey, you what? I think Griff would try and just smooth his way out of it.
Yeah. He's a smoothie,
I think
isn't
it's
he?
true.
He's an old smoothie. I think it's true.
You think it's true? Griff, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
What? It's true.
It's true. Yes, it's true. Griff did pretend to Princess Margaret that he was deaf. Next. It is Lee.
I have hidden in a cupboard to escape Anthea Turner.
David.
Where were you when this happened?
In the cupboard.
Where was the cupboard?
In the room I was hiding from Anthea.
Where was the room?
Just away from Anthea Turner.
What was the occasion? And do not define the occasion or the geographical space in relation to Anthea Turner. What else was it?
It was on a TV show that I was doing.
Hide in the cupboard from Anthea. I remember seeing it on BBC Three.
It was very good. I don't think Lee was ever on it, though.
Oh, that's
a lie.
right, yeah.
What was the show called?
Pet Power.
Pet Power.
Pet Power. Yeah. It was about cats with capes.
What were you doing on the show? What was your role on the show?
My role on the show, I was the warm-up man, like a TV warm-up man. Pet Power was a show where the pets would come on and there would be interesting stories about pets, and some of them, this particular incident, was a butchie goes up into the rafters, and I'm upstairs in my dressing room, and I'm watching it on the monitor, and I hadn't been doing comedy very long, and I was running out of things to go back and say to warm the audience up.
Yes.
And I saw the budgie go up in the rafters, panicked, and there was a knock on the door. Hid in the cupboard. And they actually came into the room, but I was hiding in the cupboard.
And you mean the floor manager,
if you will,
turned to Anthea and said, Anthea, I need you to pop upstairs and get the warm-up
I don't think it was Anthea that personally came to get me.
Oh, I see.
But
You
how will I
didn't
ever
hide
know?
from-
How will I ever know, Griff?
They knocked on the door of your dressing room.
Correct.
Then what happened?
As the door opened, I thought, oh my God, they're going to come and get me and say, come on, get out of the cupboard and do some jokes even though you've gone left. And at that point, this is the bit you're not going to believe, I thought they're going to find me, and then I saw a lion, a witch. I was able to escape into the forest, never to be seen again.
I'll tell you what I'm interested to know.
Yes.
You didn't stay in the cupboard indefinitely.
No, because that would have been ridiculous.
You came out, and you must have chanced upon Anthea.
I did.
It wasn't really Anthea that went to look for him, it transpires, just the floor manager. It was a perfectly normal professional relationship. He's rather building up his intimacy with Anthea Turner. I don't think they've ever exchanged any words at all, even in the lie world where any of this happened, which is not the world we're living in at all. Narnia is more believable.
David, could that be true?
Griff, do you think it's true?
It's not true.
Jimmy?
I think it could be true. I know Lee used to do TV warm-ups. I used to do TV warm-ups as well. That's how a lot of comics start. And I do think when you start out, you run out of material.
You do.
Do you think it's true?
I think it
You've
could be
talked
true.
yourself into thinking it's
Yeah, I have,
Well,
yeah.
I listened to you earlier in the show and it didn't work, so I'm going with Griff. It's a lie.
You think it's a lie? OK, Lee, was it the truth or were you telling a lie?
Of course, it is absolutely true.
Yes, it's true. Lee has hidden inside a cupboard to escape Anthea Turner. And that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal it's a draw. But it's not just a team game, and my individual liar of the week this week is Dave Myers. Yes, Dave and the truth. Like his hair and a brush, they just don't go together. Good night.
A blind date with an army doctor leaves Miranda fighting for her love life next on BBC One. Alpaca farming in Peru over on BBC Two. Wild Shepherdess with Kate Humble just started. And you've got the best seat in the house for Dizzy Rascal and Folds live from Glastonbury over on BBC Three now.
to you, stand-up Jimmy Carr, word-up Terry Christian, and their team captain, Mack. And facing them tonight, Birmingham Beauty, Jamelia. On comic duty, Marcus Brigstocke. And their team captain, David Mitchell. And here's your host, Rob Brydon.
Good evening and welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show that prides itself on being a liar's paradise. According to scientists, certain people are able to tell at a glance whether someone is lying or not. They call these individuals women. And the very first lie was told by Adam and Eve when they denied eating the apple in the Garden of Eden. The cost of eating the apple, an existence of pain and mortality. Still, slightly less than a Waitrose pack of 4 organic pippins. And so to round one, Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sift the fact from the fiction. And Jimmy, you're first up. All right. Please reveal it.
Prince Philip told me I was a funny-looking fellow when I was a ball boy at Wimbledon.
David's team.
What year was this?
Oh, I was about 12 or 13, about 84, maybe? Something like that, ages ago.
How did you get into being a ball boy?
How did I get into it? Well, I just psyched myself up.
Throw some balls to me.
I love it, man.
Okay. How does the system of selecting ball boys work? And
I was in a tennis
manage?
club in my sort of local village, and I used to play tennis, and there was a lottery thing, and you could go along, and 2 people from every tennis club went along.
Yeah, I thought they were from sort of schools around the Wimbledon area. That's what I thought.
Where were you at school, Jimmy? The Wimbledon area.
Wow, he's really foxed us there. Yeah. And you were lined up, all the ball boys and ball girls?
Yeah, it was after the women's final. Everyone's lined up, like hundreds of us.
Which final? Who had played?
It was years ago. It was the Ivan Lendl kind of era.
He's unlikely to make the women's final.
Who was Prince Philip there with?
I think it's the Duke and Duchess of Kent or something. I don't really know the royals that well.
That's the thing, it's usually the Duke and Duchess of Kent that do all the Wimbledon stuff, rather than Prince Philip, who's got more important sporting events to go and be racist at. I believe you're a ball boy at Wimbledon, but I just don't think Prince Philip often turns up to Wimbledon.
He does. He does, actually. He told me I was a funny-looking fellow when I was there. So.
Yeah, no.
That's how I know that.
That's a clinching.
Do you have any concept of what particular aspect of your demeanour that he found funny-looking?
I can answer this. We'll all have a go. We'll start with it.
What's funny about my massive head?
Do you think you frightened the prince with your appearance? Is that... He's actually really freaked out.
Do you know what? That joke works if you don't do that. Do you know what? I thought you could never look more like a ventriloquist dummy. Do that again. You chicken monkey! Go back in the box! Hey?
Right, David, what do you reckon?
Yeah, well...
Is he telling the truth?
What do you think?
It could be true because of his face, but... No, I don't think you're ugly. I just think... No, I'm sorry. I just think that you've got a very unique face. No one will ever forget you.
How am I getting bullied by Jamelia? How did that happen?
David, what's your team deciding here?
I think it could be true.
I don't know. I don't trust you. You're a funny-looking fellow.
Yeah. See, that's the crucial detail.
Yeah. I'm edging towards a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. Jimmy Carr.
Well, I can tell you, it is a lie.
It's a lie. Prince Philip didn't tell Jimmy he was a funny-looking fellow at Wimbledon. What a moment. Perhaps the funniest man in Britain, known for his off-colour material, finally getting to meet Jimmy Carr. Jamelia, you're next.
OK. I once stole some toilet paper from George Michael's house.
Lee?
Was it new or used? Was it beside the bed on the floor crumpled up, or was it from a roll.
I'm amazed he has toilet paper in his house because he's normally at the gents in the park.
Yeah, it was in his house. It was in the toilet, not in the toilet, like on the roll.
Just what were you doing at George's house?
It was a party. I think it was his birthday.
Were any of his relatives there?
Are you? You think it might. Well, I mean, what was the occasion?
Well, it was a party. What do you have parties for?
Well, I had parties for all sorts of reasons.
Well, it was one of those reasons.
All right, then. Why did you steal the paper?
A memento.
How much did you steal, Jamelia? What sort of quantities are we talking about here?
Not like just like a square.
One square?
One square?
And then you did this. That's not a square. That's an oblong.
The toilet paper squares are oblong. You know, they're referred to as squares, but they're not perfect squares at all. They're oblong. They're definitely longer than they are wide.
You're the only person in the world that's noticed that, David. Everyone else goes like that, just that, but not you. I say. Excuse me, darling, pass me the ruler. I think this is actually an oblong, not technically a square. How long ago was it?
A few years.
3, 4 years? Give me some figures.
About 3 or 4 years.
Oh, right, that's handy.
What's Jimmy? No further questions, Your Honour. False. I think if you were going to steal something from George Michael's house, you would steal something a bit better than that.
What do you want? To take a flat-screen TV? There's taking a memento, and then there's just being a thief.
I think you're edging towards saying it's a lie, I suspect.
I think it's,
Me and Jimmy think it's a lie, but Terry, if you're going to overrule us, then...
No, I'm just going to disagree. In that way, I'll look great if you're wrong.
You won't look great.
Fair enough. Hey, give them your brutal quipping, not me.
Oh,
I'm on your team.
Right, Jamelia, you're going to have a bit of brutal quipping. What was said that's a lie, Jamelia?
OK, so, Jamelia, they're saying it's a lie. Are you telling the truth?
It is true.
It's true. Jamelia did once steal some toilet paper from George Michael's house. I bumped into George Michael in the toilet once. We'd never met before, but he was very friendly. Marcus, you're next.
Right. I worked as a podium dancer at the Ministry of Sound.
You were a podium dancer at where, sorry?
Yeah. At the Ministry of Sound.
And what does that involve? I don't say just dancing. I mean, what did you have to wear, for example?
Usually we'd get a phone call and they'd let us know if there was any colour theme. And then at certain points in the evening, they would just gather up those of us who were employed to do it and put us on a podium to get the crowd going.
And what sort of tunes were you dancing to?
This was early 90s, so, you know, early 90s house music.
Like what? Name one.
Hello.
I can't help you here.
I think the nature of that kind of music was that they were relatively indistinct tunes designed to create an atmosphere across the entire evening.
Well, that's a stroke.
But I mean, you know,
well, there is an easy way to tell if he's telling the truth, which is. Would you like to show us?
Not particularly. That's what I'm doing. I'm now a sort of moderately plump man in my mid-30s. It doesn't have quite the same impact.
Oh, come on, what do you mean, moderately?
Where did they find you?
Their own people just sort of talent spotted me.
They talent scouted you?
Yeah.
Marcus, it was a part-time job. Now, what else were you doing? What other jobs were you doing at the time?
I was working on an oil rig.
Oh, Kets.
I worked for 9 months on an oil rig, doing 4 weeks on, and in the 2 weeks off, I would go and do.
This is like your own private flash dance.
It's in that area. Yeah.
What were you doing on the?
You were welding, and then you were dancing. Flash dance is based on your life.
So what did your oil rig friend people? Did you tell them what you were doing part time?
Yeah, I used to practice on the rig.
You did not.
An oil rig is just a massive podium.
What are you going to say? What do you think? Is he telling the truth?
It's got a lot of YMCA qualities, this tune. Come on, boys.
Not only do I think this is true, I think this is the most dignified and wonderful way for Marcus to come out on television.
It's so stupid, in a way, and unbelievable,
that it could be true as a double bluff.
Can I
Well,
just
no,
say-
no, a lie as a double bluff, and he's made it mad, and he's thrown the oil rig thing in, which might be true, to go with the lie.
Can I just say,
It's a lie.
Of the 3 series we've done so far, I've never asked someone, and at the end of it, had less information than when I
That's why you're the team captain, and I'm on the end now, getting quipped again by you both. You're like Radio 4 panel show bullies. So, I would say...
Radio 4, I've never been so happy in all my life. Do you really think that, Terence?
Yes. I'm telling you that he's laying.
Did you not see the dance move? Did you not see his...
I was going to say, I didn't believe any of this, but I think Jimmy's probably... That was a move, wasn't it?
So what are you gonna go for, Lee?
We'll say it's true.
OK, Marcus, is it truth or is it a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
Jimmy Carr.
It's true. Marcus did work as a podium dancer at the Ministry of Sound. The DJ's got a lot of requests from clubbers at the Ministry, mainly, can you get that big posh bloke off the podium? He's putting me off my ecstasy. Our next round is called The Ring of Truth, in which I read out some amazing celebrity facts, and all our team have to do is decide whether they're true or not. Now then, Lee's team, take a look at this.
This is my kind of town. Riding the express elevator to the top of one of the city's highest buildings, this is the view that nearly took my breath away. You know, it's an adventure to shop in the city. 150 market stalls display their goods, whilst over them, intense traffic pounds along the elevated inner ring road. Yes, it's my kind of town. So long, Birmingham. Here's looking at you.
So here's the related fact, then, for Lee's team. Jodie Marsh has a degree in golf course management from the University of Birmingham. Now then,
When you
is
say
that
related
true?
fact, it's not that related, is it?
Well, it's Birmingham.
I don't know, there's 2 Telly Savalas's on a chest.
It looks like those stuck-on ones, you know, that you can buy in the joke shop.
I thought what was famous about Jodie Marsh was that hers were actually real.
Yeah, she's had an ongoing spat with Jordan over the fact that Jordan's had surgery and she hasn't.
Yeah, because I've met both of them.
Have you?
Well,
I mean,
both,
just Jodie
both
Marsh. I kind of had a quick, you know. You can't help looking, can you?
To be honest, Jodie Marsh strikes me as someone who wouldn't particularly mind people looking. You know, she's
She's
going to be
been
a bit
coy with
rich
that
if she
belt,
gets
I don't know.
massively offended. Turns up like that and someone looks at her tits and she goes, "How dare you?" Actually, you know, I'm actually very skilled in golf course management. to get taken seriously.
Why would you do a course on golf course management?
Well, she plays golf, and her love of the game comes from her grandfather, Jasper Marsh, who was actually a professional golfer.
The University of Birmingham, is that... Did it used to be a polytechnic, or was it one of the ones that used to be a 24-hour garage?
I think, to be fair, I think the University of Birmingham is a proper one.
It's a proper university.
Jodie wrote her dissertation on the placement of bunkers on links courses. She had to study...
No, she didn't.
Come on, Rob, you're pushing your luck now.
What are you going to say on this one?
What do you think?
I can't imagine she's got a golf course management from the University of Birmingham.
Terry?
I'm going to say it's a lie.
OK.
But I think it might be true.
Terry's off again.
Either way, I'll end up being ridiculed by my own team.
What are you writing down there?
It's a letter to Points of View to complain about this show.
So, you're saying it's a lie?
I'll say it's a lie.
You say it's a lie. OK, well, it's actually a lie.
See? When we all agree, it's bonding.
Jodie Marsh does not have a degree in golf course management from the University of Birmingham. Golf course management is a taxing degree. You learn all about golf course design, upkeep, groundsmanship, and then after lunch you get a certificate. Which means at the end of that round, it's David's team in the lead with 3 points. Our next next round is called This Is Mine, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So, please welcome this week's special guest, Steve. So, Terry, what is Steve to you?
This is my mate Steve, and we were actually questioned by police who mistook us both for jewel thieves.
Right.
That sounds incredibly plausible.
Lee, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Steve.
This is Steve. We own a greyhound together that's come last in every race.
And finally, Jimmy, what's your connection with Steve?
This is Steve. We were at primary school together. I didn't see each other for 20 years and then met up in a hotel when he brought me room service.
Oh, there we are.
You call it room service?
David's team, where do you want to start?
I think you're all claiming to be friends with him. I want to see, like, a real connection. So if you could all just give him a hug, I want to see if there's a, you know...
You want to see if I hug this man like I own a greyhound with him?
No. If he's your friend, if you own something with him...
That's it. OK, this is how we hug. We got this usually. Hey, how are you, little fella? Hey, get off. I'm trying to get off with it. That's how we hug.
That's not realistic.
Is my mate alone?
Hey, look, mate. All right, darling.
Just turn around.
Yeah, sure.
Which hotel was this, Jimmy, where...
It was the Lowry in Manchester.
That is a hotel in
That is
Manchester.
a hotel in Manchester, yes.
Yeah.
He's the night duty manager there. So he's.
He knew you were staying in the hotel and brought your room service up in order to renew
say hello.
your acquaintance.
Yes, and I recognised him immediately and,
And did you go, oh, my God, Steve?
Yeah, he really hasn't changed that much.
Have you remained friends with him since that?
Yeah, I stay in the same hotel quite a lot. Whenever
So you only see him when he comes to...
No,
when you
literally,
go to the hotel?
that's fine. He lives in Manchester, I
That's
live in
not a
London,
friend.
so we see each other.
He's not your friend, then.
What do you want me to do, take him to the zoo?
No.
So, Lee, what's the name of the greyhound you own with
It's
him?
called Ballyregan.
And how many times has Ballyregan raced?
6 times.
And does always come last?
Always come absolutely last. We put him in too high a grade.
And where's Ballyregan raced?
Wimbledon.
Right.
So where does he live?
Wimbledon. Most of the dogs that run at Wimbledon are trained in Wimbledon.
Right. So he lives at a kennels?
No, he lives at the Trust House 40. Where do you think he is?
Dog tracks have adjacent kennels.
They do. They're very much up to-
Ballyregan lives in the adjacent kennels.
Trainers live around dog tracks.
So you've got trouble now.
Why-
David
why-
and dog racing, he knows everything about it.
If there's one thing, listen, there's one thing I'm going to always beat David on, it's dog racing. Often down at Walthamstow with me Woodbine. Run, you little bastard, or I'll shoot you.
How much is it?
Where are the pheasants? There's no bloody pheasants. I don't understand. We'll never catch the fox at this rate.
What are you talking about? Pheasants? Dogs? Fox? I mean, what sort of a menagerie do you imagine I would be imagining? I'm in my castle with 10 different sorts of vaguely posh animal, all fighting each other, then I kill a servant and have sex with the wall. That's you all.
That's who you are.
Right. How much does it cost to kennel Ballyregan?
It costs £35 a week.
So why do you share him a credit crunch?
Because it was Steve's idea.
So, Terry, how did you get to know Steve?
Just being out and about, drinking and what have you.
So you met him in a pub? He was a stranger in a pub, you got talking.
You're right, out and about,
Out and about, and you meet people.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're out and about on a friend-finding mission. Can you be my friend? Yes.
Okay, can you tell us the actual situation? Why did the police think that you were a jewel thief?
They just thought we were sort of dressed like the description of
stripy top.
It was in the city centre, and we're walking down the road. Next thing you know, these 4 police cars pull up, and
Hang on. City centre, Manchester, pedestrianised, mate. You should know that. They pull up in police trams.
we were walking down this road in the city centre, right? And 4 police cars pulled up.
Got out and walked.
And they got out.
3 miles.
and they just said that we fitted the description of these guys just carried out a robbery on a jeweller's.
Right, we need an answer. So, David's team. Is Steve Terry's partner in crime, Lee's partner in a dog, or Jimmy's primary school pal?
OK, can I rule Terry out at this stage?
OK, I'm happy to rule
And
Terry out
I
at
do
this
think
stage.
Steve looks too well-groomed to be from Manchester.
Everyone, come on!
Another thing as well, Lee, I think you're way too successful to have bought half a dog. I think you just buy your own greyhound. I think it's Jimmy.
You think it's Jimmy?
I think it's greyhound.
I think I'm edging towards Jimmy because I think Jimmy looked a little bit put upon when you were sort of having a go at what a essentially bad friend he is. It's all very well, it's all for a quick sandwich in the hotel bar, but I've got gigs and stuff, so. Isn't it? Yeah, catch you next time I'm passing through town.
So, David, time to decide.
Well, I think we'll go with the majority decision, which is that we think it's Jimmy.
OK, well, Steve, would you like to reveal your true identity?
Yeah, the truth is me and Terry were mistaken as jewel thieves.
Yes. Steve is Terry's mate, and they were questioned by the police, who mistook them for jewel thieves. Was it a pedestrianised area?
No, it was in Derby, actually, not Manchester.
You liar.
No, I just said a city centre. He said Manchester.
Thank you very much, Steve. Which brings us to our final round, quick-fire lies, in which our panellists lie not only through their teeth, but against the clock. Now, the scores are tied, so there's everything to play for, and we start with... David.
I read 1984 from cover to cover in W.H. Smith, so I didn't have to buy a copy.
Do you believe that?
When was this?
It was, I'd say, 1992.
So, 8 years after it came out. Did you knock on the door at 8:30 as they opened, and you were in there till 5? Oh, this is good. Or did you pop in and read a bit all the time?
I read it in a series of lunch times.
Did you find that later on in the afternoon you were really, really hungry?
I grabbed a sandwich as well.
Oh, you were eating and turning at the same
time? No, you can't eat sandwiches in W.H. Smith, you barbarian.
What was the name of Winston's girlfriend in 1984?
It's Julia, as in do it to Julia, isn't it? Yes, I think.
What were you doing for a living in 1992?
I was working at a publisher's.
Was it really badly paid?
It was quite badly paid, but I dare say I could have stretched to a copy. Actually,
Why didn't you?
Because I quite like the
You like the danger? I'm living on the edge, sweetheart. I'm nipping into W.H. Smith and I ain't paying for it.
Technically, isn't this? It's a type of shoplifting, but with intellectual property. You're stealing thoughts. It's very 1984 in and of itself. I like it.
Thank you.
So, I don't know, what do you think?
Well, in 1992, I was having it large, he was podium dancing, and he was reading bleeding books in his lunchtime. He's weird enough to have done it.
Let me ask you a question. What were you having that was so large?
Everything.
Chips, milkshake, the lot.
Sorry, time for a guess. True.
You're saying true. You're saying it's a lie.
Lie.
Who do I trust the most?
There's going to be a jewel thief from Manchester who happened to get off.
No, I wasn't a jewel thief, was I?
Yeah, definitely. Stick to that story.
I'll go with Terry and say that's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie? OK, David, is it a lie or were you telling the truth?
It is a lie.
It was a lie. Of course, the novel 1984 is where the term Big Brother comes from. The protagonist, Winston Smith, tries to overthrow a fascist regime by sitting in a room with Ulrika and the little one from Austin Powers. Next. Oh, Terry Christian.
Possession.
OK, there's a box under the desk, if you'd like to bring it up, and read out the card therein.
Well, this is some of my hair collection that I gathered from guests who appeared on The Word. Rod Hull and Emu. MC Hammer. And Kurt Cobain's hair.
All right, there we are.
Where did you manage to get this hair from?
I would ask the makeup women to take it off the brush.
So they were brushing Emu.
Well, emu have to. He kind of sheds.
Would you mind if I had a look? I'd quite like to see some of MC Hammer's little curlies in a Regal packet.
That phrase has never been said in the history of man.
Well, be careful, because there's only...
What are you smelling for?
Smelling it. Smells like heroin. That's never Rod Hull's hair. Look at that. That's not even real hair. Oh, look at MC Hammer's in a little baggie in it.
Ollie, don't open it.
That's never MC Hammer's hair, I'm telling you. Have a look at that. That's not MC Hammer's hair. I know MC Hammer's hair.
This is like a really low-budget CSI.
Into a little pot.
Now it's turned into Antiques Roadshow. Which is, I could see you on, actually, David.
I would have that insured for 2, maybe 3 pence.
So what are you going to front for?
I'm tricky. Do you know the thing that really is most convincing is that this is definitely an old cigarette packet.
I think it's a big, hairy lie.
But now he's doing that smile.
I hate this game. I think we can say lie, aren't we?
It's a lie.
I'll agree. I'll agree.
Right. You're saying it's a lie. OK, Terry, is it truth or is it a lie?
Get your hair, baby. Lie.
Oh, yes.
That's it. That noise signals time is up, and it's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team have 4 points, but Lee's team have romped to victory with 6 points. But it's not just a team game, and my individual liar of the week this week is Terry Christian. Terry, you can put the award on your award shelf, or as it's currently known, your shelf. Good night.